Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the Cruiserweight division. Big thanks to our sponsors, Built Chaser. 4 3-minute rounds of boxing action for this one as we introduce the red corner. He weighed in at 80.1 kilos. He trains under Dale Richards and he fights out of the Combat Fight Club. He is Paul Hollinger. In our blue corner, he weighed in at 80.1 kilos and trains under Steve NG and Warren Coots. He fights out of the Matrix Boxing Gym. They call him the Glaswegian Terminator, Leo Grant.
Okay, fellas, I'll give you both the instructions in the dressing room. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourselves at all times. I want a good, clean fight. Touch gloves. Good luck to both of you. Bill.
And when the action begins, Paul Tapley is our referee.
Well, good evening, boxing fans. I'm Nathan DiCarlo, and welcome to another Ace Boxing Fight Night here at the newly refurbished Star Casino at the Gold Coast. Tonight we'll be calling a 7-fight card with 3 title bouts rounding out the night and headlined by Australia's #1 heavyweight, Dempsey McKean. The night is billed heavy hitters, and a couple of other heavy hitters I know will be calling the fights alongside me tonight, and they are none other than state champion or former state champion Adam Lovelock and the man with the mic, James O'Shea. Boys, welcome.
Thanks, Nathan. Very excited to be down on the Gold Coast at the Star Casino again for this huge fight night. Opening the card, we see local favourite Leo Grant versus Paul Hollinger. So, bout started very well at the moment, where we can see the local favourite looking very composed here with the kickboxer Hollinger stepping back, taking his time, setting his feet.
Yeah, thanks, boys. Great to be here. I'm a little bit out of my weight class and league. We're talking about heavy hitters, but lovely to be sitting beside you for the fight night here tonight. As we mentioned, our first fight underway here at the moment. Leo Grant, Paul Hollinger. Leo Grant, we've seen him open a number of cards here for Ace Boxing Group. Very popular man, and boys, what better way to start a fight night than someone coming out to the famous bagpipes and a kilt.
Yeah, always loves to fight, does Leo. This one is contested over the 4 by 3-minute round, so more of a sprint for these boys, so they'll have to be active very, very quickly. As you can see, Leo on the front foot, as he always usually does. Leo loves to mix it in there very close most times. He does train out of the Matrix Boxing Gym with Steve NG as his coach. So he'd be well skilled, no doubt.
And already a little nick under the eye, it looks to appear there, of Hollinger. As you can see there, he's obviously worn one early. So Leo Grant, as you mentioned, Nathan, always on the front foot and finding that mark early in the fight.
You can see Paul Hollinger is very experienced in the ring, although on debut for boxing tonight, he is a very experienced Muay Thai fighter. A nice right hand there by Grant over the top. And you can see the composure of both boys, where they're just setting in, trying to figure each other out, but definitely on the forward step at the moment is Leo Grant, landing that jab and found that nice little home for that right hand over the top, opening up a little cut on Hollinger's left eye.
Yeah, like you said, Paul isn't debut tonight for boxing, but is a kickboxer previously, whereas Leo did have the 4 fights last year in 2019, boxing fights that is, so he has been very active. And he finished the year last night with a stunning KO over Stephen Peters. So that was only in November last year. So he's not foreign to the ring, is Leo Grant of late.
And a very popular man too. We heard the local crowd right behind him as we count down our last 10 seconds of the opening round. Great round to kick us off here on this card. Heavy hitters presented to you by Ace Boxing Group.
Couple of big right hands at the end there from Leo Grant. Defended well by Paul Hollinger, but he is ducking his head a little bit, so we'll have to keep that up. But a good opening round.
Yeah, very even that first round, I think. So you can see both boys are very well matched, but I think you'd have to kind of lead a little bit more towards Leo Grant to take that one out.
See some of the highlights, boys, through here. You can see, as both of you mentioned there, a lot of times in that first round, Leo Grant finding the mark there with that straight right hand, as you see him marching forward on the attack here in our highlights. Another right hand there coming across the top. Plenty of action for the first round.
What I think coming into round 2, what I'd like to see Leo do is drop to the body a little bit more now, which you can see Coach Stephen NG is telling him in the corner to maybe step off that line there. So he looks like he's almost head-hunting a little bit, where Hollinger is a little bit upright there. So if he can drop that attack to the body, I think Grant will have that little bit more success.
So we're seconds out to round number 2.
Good start there from Paul Hollinger, using his jab a lot more than he did in the opening, and then good catching him with a 1-2 combination there, Paul. So he's getting a little bit more comfortable in there, it seems, Paul Hollinger.
You can see that's definitely the experience coming in there with the kickboxing background. There's one thing with the kickboxers when they come over to boxing is they're definitely not shy of a fight, and you can see he's got that confidence in him when he's fighting.
Yeah, Leo Grant has had the 3 wins, and 2 of them have come by knockout, so he's definitely got knockout power in his punches, so he's just got to be wary of that Paul Hollinger as he steps backwards.
Oh, nice counter hook there by Hollinger.
Yeah, good up and under there. Uppercut and a right hand, both landing there from Paul Hollinger.
His arms go, let him work out of it.
Well, as we saw in that first round, Hollinger tried to land with that uppercut a few times without success, but he's found one through here early in at the second round, so it's still 2 minutes to go here in round number 2 of our fight opener on this card. Heavy hitters presented to you by Ace Boxing Group.
Nice little jab there. Hollinger's finding a home for that jab, but
Much better round.
he's only throwing it in the singles. I'd like to see him double that up a little bit as well himself, and even vary the height of that attack himself, and have a little bit more success.
Well, as you know, Adam, you can always defend 1 jab, but 2 jab, it almost sends you backwards, it forces you backwards, so it makes it a lot harder for the opponent.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see that's how evenly matched this fight is. Both boys are almost just going combo for combo with each other.
Yeah, the crowd in here at Star, full house tonight as well. They greeted to a fantastic contest in fight number 1.
2-punch combination there from Leo Grant, caught on the gloves by Paul Hollinger. Couple of right-hand hooks, missing the mark, but those 2 didn't. A left-right combination from Leo Grant. He's backed his opponent to the ropes now. He's looking for the kill.
Hollinger covering up well. Oh, eats a right hook again. Double right hook.
And that one hurt, and he's going down. That is the end. Waved away by referee Paul Tapley. He's seen enough.
What a finish by Leo Grant there. He landed the double hook and he went for the kill.
When he smells the blood, he goes in for the kill, and more likely than not, he gets it. That's another KO added to his record here, Leo Grant, tonight.
You all right?
Building a nice record there, Leo Grant. You'd think soon he'll get a chance of challenging possibly for a state title soon.
We'll have a look at the finish here, those watching on the replay here. So we'll see how all the action finished up here in round number 2. You'll see a right-handy somewhere. That's the first one that caught the attention of Hollinger. Had him on the back foot there. And Adam, as you talked about going to the body there, then mixing that attack back up to the top.
Beautiful. That's when he landed that right hook to the body. You can see it drops the guard of Hollinger. Straight back over the top of that double right hook. Lands beautifully.
And this was the finish. Referee Paul Tapley had sent enough, waves it off. Hollinger back up onto his feet, so that's good to see. But Leo Grant getting a reputation as the show opener, and he kicks us off in fine fashion again here tonight. Ace Boxing Group, big thank you to the sponsors that present the cards here, to Zoo Creative. They do a wonderful job for the team here at Ace Boxing Group, to Ultra Tune, to Toy Box, a number of other great sponsors that we have around here, Oxworks. Great sportsmanship shown there as well, boys, as you guys know, in the ring. Wonderful to see that isn't a contest. They're going there to fight hard, and wonderful respect shown.
Ladies and gentlemen, another big round of applause for these 2 guys. Our first fight of the night. No need to go to the judges' scorecards, but ladies and gentlemen, at a time of 2 minutes and 15 seconds of the second round, we have a winner by way of knockout, the Glaswegian Terminator, Leo Grant.
Leo Grant moving to 4-0.